What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Hexagon series. And today are the final two group matches in the Champions League, Benfica taking on Maccabi Haifa at home, and then Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light. But before we get into those two matches, we must go over how we've been faring in both the league and the cup competitions so far. And if you take a look at the league table, we are still undefeated, still sitting on top of the table. 28 points through 10 matches. We've only drawn one so far. Now let's take a look at the schedule and see how that came to be. So here's how the schedule looks, and of course I didn't go over any of the matches from last episode in between the two Champions League matches, so we'll start back there. Sporting 4-1 away from home. What a very solid victory to pull off after defeating Inter in the Champions League. And like I said, away from home, Nuno Correa with a goal, Morales with a brace, Leguiza with a goal, all 3 goals from Benfica in the first 10 minutes, and Sporting's only goal coming in the first 4 as a response to Nuno Correa's. But on the day as a whole, Benfica took it to Sporting, put them on their back foot, and they really couldn't get much of anything for the next 85 minutes. 26 shots, 13 of them on target, almost 60% possession, which is really shocking comparing to Sporting's team, and Sporting being one of the big teams in Portugal. That was a really massive win for us. But unfortunately, we could not carry the momentum, and we suffered our first non-win in the league, only drawing 1-1 to Gil Vicente. Gil Vicente actually getting the first goal on the day in the 30th minute, and it took a Leguiza penalty in the 64th minute to knot everything up. But with 18 shots, 7 of them on target, 56% possession, I was fully expecting a second goal. It just never came. So our first non-win, fortunately, it was still a result, and we're still undefeated, but we need to start winning these matches. And Gil Vicente, being in the middle of the table, seems to be a team that we need to watch out for in the future. And then the last league match was a 4-1 victory at home to recently promoted Beira Mar. Leguiza, Correa, and Morales, all with goals in the first half, topped off with a Beira Mar own goal by one of their defenders. All across the board, it was a great day. Leguiza did pick up a small injury, was out for a couple of days, nothing too major. 23 shots, 13 on target, majority possession. That is how you dominate a match, and that is how you're supposed to get all 3 points. And just to round out the rest of the matches, this was the Taça de Portugal 4th round match. Benfica away to 3rd division side Camacha, where we easily dispatched them 4-0. Morales getting a goal, but Leguiza with a brace. 39 shots, 17 of them on target. Once again, this was another match where I could not rest my starters because most of my reserve side were either knackered or were not registered. So that's why I had to start most of my starters. Fortunately, did not come away with any injuries, but I need to watch out in the future. Taking a look at who we are going to be facing in the Taça de Portugal next round, we are taking on Vitória. So a lot tougher than the 2 3rd division sides that we easily pushed away. So now it's starting to get to it, starting to get harder. And then on top of that, the League Cup, which is in the 3rd phase, which is the group stage phase, that will be coming up just after our match against Sunderland. So now that all the background stuff has gone away, let's get into the match with Maccabi Haifa. Now, of course, against Maccabi Haifa, we need to come away with a result. A draw here automatically puts us into the next phase, into the first knockout round, and they're going to not make it easy for us, going once again with the 3-5-2. I'm going to counter with the 4-2-3-1, as we have used for the last couple of seasons, and here's going to be the starting lineup. Moreira in net, Peterson, Paulista Laerte, and Raurish Ferrer sitting along that back line, Roger and Correa in the center, Augusto, Asmar, and Leguiza, the attacking mids, and Emilio Morales, the lone man up top. Let's go get some goals, let's get a result, and let's push ourselves into the first knockout round. And here we go, kicking off, we're in the reds, Maccabi Haifa in the greens, attacking from right to left. Already out of the gates with a nice attack. Cesar Augusto coming through. Wow, within the first 20 seconds, Benfica up 1-0. That's what you're going to get with 3 at the back. We're just going to come at them. And already, what a great strike. Corner in. Nuno Correa whipping it in. but it's cleared away. Let's see if we can get it back in. Peterson back out to Correa. Several men in the box. Roger playing through the middle. Tackle off, and unfortunately nothing will come of that. We do get possession right back. Falls to Cesar Augusto, and Cesar Augusto could have had his second goal on the day, but it was a great play by the Maccabi Haifa keeper to clear that away. Roger through to Augusto this time, but he is offside. Not even 15 minutes have gone, and we still are attacking, still coming forward. Peterson just taking it all the way to the end line. Cheeky little chip. Morales with the header in. It's 2-0 to Benfica. Throw in on the right. Paulista getting it inside. Nuno Correa and Roger going 1-2 back and forth. Peterson out on the wing. Throws it in to Morales, but it's off the post and cleared away by Maccabi Haifa. And now Maccabi Haifa get themselves a chance. We've had 8 shots so far. Maccabi Haifa with 3 and now 4, and that's their first goal as they pull one back in the 29th minute. But just 3 minutes later now, we have ourselves another attacking chance going through the middle. Osmar ahead way high to Leguiza. Morales with the cheeky chip. It's 3-1 to Benfica. It's his second goal on the day, and Benfica back in control. Still pushing forward, still attacking. Cesar Augusto is all alone. Another strike, and it's 4-1 to Benfica. We're just laying it on to Maccabi Haifa. I may start subbing people out at the half. Throw in deep and late in the first half. Peterson once again getting it in. Morales tried to flick it on, but saved by the Maccabi Haifa keeper this time. It was a decent kick away by the Maccabi Haifa keeper, but we do have it back once again. Throws it into the middle. What a save, preventing a 5th goal this half. Defensively, we are doing better. Offensively, we are still on target, and that shot was blocked away for a corner. It's going to be Nuno Correa whipping it in. Far post, but it's cleared away. Still with an attacking chance. Morales taking it through. Leguiza couldn't get there in time. And we reach the half where we have been playing absolutely astounding. It's been Morales and Augusto with a lot of insurance from Peterson, who's been whipping those balls in from the right. I need to start subbing people out just to give other players some fitness. Because with a 4-1 lead, what could possibly go wrong? I know I probably just jinxed myself, but honestly, what could possibly go wrong at this point in time? Michael Conceição is going to be coming in for Laerte. And then who else can I bring on? Actually, that'll probably be the only one I'll bring on at this time, just because he doesn't get a lot of playtime in the first place. And I already see a red name pop up. It's Nuno Correa. Nuno Correa is going to have to be subbed out for Souza. So in he comes to play out this the rest of this, and hopefully the injury to Nuno Correa isn't as bad. Is not that bad. 75 minutes gone just about, and there has not been a single highlight in this half. Of course, the injury to Nuno Correa notwithstanding. So I'm going to make my final sub here, and Osmar is going to make way for Julio as we continue on with this onslaught over Maccabi Haifa. Souza with a free kick, whipping it into the box. No red shirts on top of that as they clear it away. Cesar Augusto coming up the left. He has options in the box. He's down in the box. It's a penalty, and he is going to step up. He's on his hat trick. I'm not sure why Morales isn't taking it, but Augusto is at the mark. Can he get his hat trick? He does. Slots it right. Keeper goes right, but just couldn't get there fast enough. It's 5-1 Benfica with 13 minutes left to go. 10 minutes from time, and Augusto is running forward, running free, gets past the diving defender. He tries one more time, but it goes wide right. 1 minute left to go, plus whatever stoppage time. Another player down in the box. Could have easily been another penalty. Cesar Augusto makes it 4 on the day. And a 6-1 demolishing, a dismantling of Maccabi Haifa. 2 minutes left on the clock. Up and down, it was a picture-perfect day. Offensively, as well as play through the midfield. Defensively, could have done a little better, prevent that one goal. But nonetheless, everyone played absolutely astounding. And there it is, the full-time whistle, mercifully putting an end to the affairs for Maccabi Haifa, but a 6-1 drubbing sees us through into the first knockout round, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. It was a great performance up and down the pitch. And with that, we are still not assured top of the table. But even if we lose, Inter still need to make up a 5-goal difference. It's possible. It is Maccabi Haifa they are facing, so it is possible that they could make up those 5 goals. So I gotta look and try to see if we can get at least a result versus Sunderland to stay top of the table. And guess who we're facing next? The only team we haven't faced twice. It is Sunderland away at the Stadium of Light. You can bet there's going to be some squad rotation, so we'll be right back for the final match. Right, so we come back, and here is the final match of our Champions League group stage. Benfica at the Stadium of Light taking on Sunderland. Sunderland going to come out a 4-4-2, and this is how the lineup's going to be. A little bit of a squad rotation, as I said before. We're going to have Moreira in net, Paulao, Conceição, Laerte, and Nene the back four. Roger pairing up with Correa there in the center. Hong Sung-ju, Julio, and Francisco Rodriguez, the attacking mids. And Cesar Augusto taking over for Emilio Morales up in that striker position, giving Morales a little bit of a rest. Alright, we kick off, and the first time I've seen our alternate charcoals in quite a while, as Sunderland coming out in the home red and white stripes. And already with a bit of an attack, we concede a corner in the first 30 seconds. They whip it in, going far post, but a good save from Moreira there. Well, I wish there would have been more to talk about. This is the first highlight since the opening. After 30 minutes, and they have a bit of a attacking stretch there, and they're still coming forward with it. Defensively, we need to get a little bit more on lockdown. What a tackle by Laerte to steal that ball away, but he's tackled off after saying it off to Hong Sung-ju, and it's just a midfield battle here. Sunderland coming forward now, splitting the defense. What a save from Moreira to end that attack. 5 minutes left to go in this half, and we get ourselves a goal kick. Can we keep possession of the ball? We do. Roger to Julio, throws it forward to Cesar Augusto, who's being mobbed. Not a lot of space through the middle, try and go through the wing. However, Cesar Augusto taking a shot, left-footed, just out past the outreached hand of the Sunderland goalkeeper, and it's 1-0 to Benfica. Free kick to Correa, edge of the box. It's wide open, over the wall, curls away from the goalkeeper. It's 2-0 to Benfica right before the half. And what a free kick that was, too. I've seen a lot of those happen, both against me and for me. So when I saw that pop up about 20-25 yards away, I thought for sure it was going to go in, and wouldn't you know it, it does, and it's 2-0 to Benfica at the half. I'm pleased with the play for the last 15 minutes, but from the opening whistle up until the half-hour mark, there just wasn't a lot to talk about. Defensively, need to get a lot better. So let's kick off. Second 45, can we hold this result? Free kick to Sunderland just on the edge of the hour mark. Ooh, short angle, and they just get it out for a corner. They are threatening here. Defensively, we need to hold it down. Good clearance away, but they do get it in. Sunderland still threatening. Oh, good block and good clear away. Oh, it's back over the top, though. Hong Sung-ju at the corner, going far post. We do keep control of it. Roger, back up to Hong Sung-ju. Inside. Roger could pass it off. Oh, they call that a penalty. They actually call that a penalty. I thought that was pretty ticky-tack. But it is a penalty for Benfica, and Cesar Augusto is going to step up and take this penalty. As he did versus Maccabi Haifa, he goes left this time and just past the outstretched hand of the Sunderland keeper. It's 3-0 to Benfica, and we are cruising. Sunderland, though, getting an attacking chance of their own just a few minutes later. Top of the box. Ooh, rifles it past Moreira from the 18-yard line, and Sunderland get one back. And actually, I was going to make some subs right now. With about 19 minutes left to go, just to get some fitness for some players in. Paulista is going to come in for Conceição, and Peterson is going to come in for Paulao. And we're going to make those probably one more at the 80-minute mark, but this should help us now on the defensive side. Unfortunately, I just brought on Fabio Paulista, and he goes and gets himself injured. Now, I don't have too many other players that can play defensively. In fact, I only have Ravish Ferrer and he is strictly a left back. So I'm going to have to bring him on and move him over to Laerte's position. He's playing an unfamiliar role in the center back, but this is all I can do for the last 13 minutes. I got to hold out. Corner kick to Sunderland, 8 minutes from time. Good clearance away, but they do keep possession. Long ball forward, but it falls right to the hands of Moreira. Sunderland really doing all they can. They've taken more shots than us, 14 and 7 on target compared to our 12 and 6. And you feel it's only a matter of time before they can get another goal. And their continued attacks here feel like they can get a goal right here, and they close just over the crossbar. Tipped away, and they get a corner. That may be another corner. It is. 6 minutes left to go in this half, and Sunderland piling on the pressure. And that goes way out for a goal kick. 1 minute left to go now. Throw in, deep throw in, it falls, but it's a corner kick. 3 minutes of stoppage time put on the board, and it's another tip away. Actually, they consider that a goal kick. But now with 2 minutes left to go in stoppage time, and Sunderland do get another one back after a defensive mishap, but it's waved off by the ref. I thought for sure he was onside. It's still 3-1 to Benfica. But Sunderland are throwing everything forward. They're throwing the kitchen sink at us, and we are just holding on to prevent another goal to get through. Dangerous tackle by Laerte. I thought for sure he was going to get a card for that, just because of the nature of it. It looked two-footed. That's another real shoddy tackle from Laerte. He's lucky he's not connecting. Otherwise, he'd be banned for the next couple of matches. He may be banned for the entire next round if that happens. But with 10 seconds left to go, we can just take this to the corner and let it go. We're going to win 3-1, and we are going to top our group going into the Champions League knockout rounds. There it is, full-time. Sunderland 1, Benfica 3. Quality win for everybody. I'm not far from pleased. I'm absolutely pleased. So, there we go. Everybody is happy. There it is, top of our group. Inter beat Maccabi Haifa as we would have expected. So now, when we come back, we need to take a look at who we're going to draw in the next round. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the draw. Okay, so before we get into the knockout draw, let's take a look at how the other groups shaped up. Taking a look at Group A, Bayern Munich and Roma advance over Shakhtar and Zurich. Group B had Liverpool and Galatasaray coming out over FK Tarek and Real Betis. Of course, us being in Group C. Group D, Real Madrid and AFC Astra over Monaco and Standard Liège. Kind of surprised that Monaco didn't advance out of that one. Group B, you had Chelsea and Napoli going over Copenhagen and Lyon. Group F, Barcelona tops that. Ajax coming in second over Schalke and Medalist Kharkiv. Group G had Dortmund and Sampdoria advancing over CSKA Moscow and Tottenham. And then finally Group H, Celtic topping a group with PSG coming in second over Valencia and Red Star. So no Portuguese teams outside of us advancing, so we could face one of any of those that have advanced. So let's take a look at the first knockout round draw. Honestly, I would like to face either Ajax, Astra, or Galatasaray. Everybody else is going to be tough. Actually, we can't face Inter either. So Ajax, Astra, or Galatasaray. Let's start drawing. Galatasaray, can it? No, Celtic. Ajax? We get Ajax in the first knockout round. That's lucky for us, to be quite honest with you. Actually, Ajax have just recently sacked their manager too, so they are managerless going into this match. More than likely, we'll still be without a manager going into this match. So there you have it. We're going to be going up against Ajax in the first knockout round, and that's the 22nd of February. So that's still a good 2 months away. So that's going to be when we're going to be coming back, though, folks. And there's going to be a lot to talk about. So that's after the transfer window. The League Cup group stage would have just finished at that point in time, too. So the next episode is going to be a pretty big episode leading up to the Ajax match. So with that in mind, I'd like to thank you very much for watching this episode. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more videos. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.